Gonna try, gonna try, gonna try. Work till I die, till I die, till I die. I'm gonna fail and get up, 'cause I'm not giving up on my dream.
Hi my lovely Frosty fam, it's me, Karen Frost, here at Nail Decadence, and I've got a couple of little hauls to share with you. The lovely people at Born Pretty gave me a voucher at Christmas, and this is the stuff that I got with that, so thank you very much, very generous of you. I won't say their name just in case, but very generous of you, thank you very much, I really appreciate it. So this is what I got with my voucher. I got this triple set of base coat, top coat and matte top coat, because I didn't have a matte top coat from Born Pretty, and this bottle is really nice. It kind of feels velvety. I really like the style of these bottles, the square black matte soft fuzzy, it's like fuzzy feeling, I don't know, it's hard to, it just feels really nice to touch these bottles, and I've got cream on my hands, so yeah, I've got fingerprints all over them, but never mind. So yeah, they're not, I was just checking out their consistency there, seeing how thick or thin. They're medium viscosity, so they're neither really runny nor really thick. The base matte top coat is a bit thicker than the shiny top coat, so just bear that in mind. It's a clear matte top coat, so I've not tried that yet, but obviously in another video I will. And then I chose some nail glue and those little nail art bits, and also this reflective glitter top coat, because I don't have any of the reflective glitter gels at all, so I thought I'd get that one. And then this little mini haul is what they sent me to review. So I've got this another cat eye magnet gel. It's a lovely sort of not bronze, not rosy gold, but sort of in between. It's a really lovely colour. And then I've got another reflective glitter gel. This one's got a colour to it. I'll show you there. It's like a gold with holographic in it. It's really, really pretty. And then I got some spider gel. I haven't got any of that. I know it's been out for a long time, but I haven't got any. Now this spider gel is, it's a clear spider gel. So you can use it to, if you use the powdered mica powders over the top, you sort of rub that into it, and that's how you get the colour on it. It's not a coloured spider gel, so you can use it for any coloured mica powders that you've got, which is really cool. So yeah, it's really thick and very, very sticky. You'll see when I move my scissors, it's very stringy, so you get good strings with it for sure. It's definitely easy to work with. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then they sent me this Aurora liquid powder. Now it's I don't know if it's an alcohol base. It's got, I suppose it's really got to be an alcohol base, because it's very, very liquidy with mica powder in you know, inside, to give it a good shake before you use it. And I chose this one, which is the AP004, but yeah, there's different colors that I'm showing you on the screen, and it's really, really pretty. So yeah, I'll have to give that a go at some point. And then they sent me the metallic drawing gel, but they sent me the wrong one. I didn't read it as I was opening it, otherwise I wouldn't have opened it, because it's the chrome silver one. They were supposed to send me the sort of rose gold coloured one, but never mind. Yeah, so I do have this one already. But I should have read the tub. I didn't read the label before I opened it. If I'd have read the label, I would have realised that I already have that one, but never mind. So I'm just going to try these out. Now, I buffed the clear tip, but I totally forgot to put the top coat on first. Really, you're supposed to put the top coat on first, and they say not to use the super top coat because it's too shiny, but to use the normal top coat. do that first and then put that over the top. And yeah, my mistake, I forgot to put the top coat on before I applied that. So anyway, I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm just going to swatch these gel polishes so that you can see what they look like. And whilst I'm doing that, let's have a little chat. How are you? Long time no speak. It's been a very long time. Been struggling with my health. It's not great, but I'm just having to rest a lot more than I would like. My migraines have gotten bad again, and it's just, yeah, it's not great. But you know me, I'll survive. It is what it is. When I'm able to do things, I do things. So I did actually manage to do my nails a couple of weeks ago. Took me a while to do them, but I did get them done, and I did film it. So this set that you see me wearing in the video, I will be I did film it, I should say. I did film it, so eventually it will be on my channel. But I do still, luckily, even though I haven't been making any videos, I do still have quite a few in my back catalogue. So yeah, I'm gonna get to editing, so there'll be another video out in a few days that I'm editing at the moment. So yeah, just give me a couple of days and there'll be another video for you, and try and get back onto getting my videos out again. It's yeah, it's a thing. But anyway, how are you? Enough about me. I don't like talking about me. How are you doing? What's been going on? We have got snow in the UK at the moment. Snow in March is, yeah, what is happening? I don't know. The weather's loopy. We've got snow. It's freezing. I can't believe it. I'm like, no, because my plants in the garden are starting to bud. You know, the spring flowers, and then we've got snow. It's going to kill all my flowers. No. Oh, not impressed, but yeah, what can I do? I can't control the weather, so yeah, it's not very good. Oh, look. So I'm just playing with that, all my different magnets, because I just wanted to see what kind of effects I get with that magnet gel. But you know me, I like my my velvety look. I just look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So yeah, I always go with the velvety look. But there's lots of things you can do with magnets on the cat eye gels. So there we go. That's what they look like top coated. And I'm going to put another layer. Oh no, I'm going to show you first of all. I'm going to put my flashlight on my camera on, just to show you how sparkly the reflective gel is. And I'm still not, to the naked eye, it looks much better in person. I struggled to capture this on camera properly, but it does kind of really reflect back at you. It's really pretty. So I'm going to do another layer of this Aurora liquid powder, just to see what it looks like over the top coat. I've got some underneath, so I'm just going to wipe that off, and then I'm going to let that dry. Now it says on the instructions to give it a rub over before you apply your top coat, so just bear that in mind. And I will suggest, after you've top coated, don't put your brush straight back into the bottle. Use a lint-free wipe and wipe off the brush first, so that you don't deposit any of that Aurora powder into your top coat, and then it will be fine. It won't contaminate it in any way. Your top coat will stay clear. So that's what it looks like on the clear tip, and then over black you can see more of the colour. It's really pretty. That'll look nice over white as well. So anywho, now we've finished that part of the haul, we can get into the rest of the video. So I'm going to be using these full cover tips. They are from Born Pretty as well. They're very handy for a quick set of nails, as is this gel that I'm using to apply them on with, and this stuff works really good. I like the combination of the full cover tips and that specific gel for applying tips. They've got other gels to apply tips on as well that I quite like, but this one's very good as well. So really impressed with a lot of their products actually. They've come a long way, Born Pretty. They're definitely keeping up with the nail market and the moving with the times and stuff, definitely. So all I'm doing, excuse me, is applying a small amount of the gel into the well of the tip, and then I'm placing that tip on and I'm rocking it onto the nail to push the air out and get it to flow down the base nail until it's reached the free edge, and then I just flash cure it in place for 10 seconds or so. Hold that in place, and then I will give it a full cure in a LED sun UV lamp, and then that's done. And just in case any of the gel has seeped out and from underneath as well, I will use a lint-free wipe and some rubbing alcohol to just make sure there's no tacky layer there on any of the exposed gel. And then I will just use a hand file to shape the nails a little bit. Not a lot needs to be done. On the very free edge you can see some little spiky bits from where they removed from their tree. When nails are when full cover tips and nail tips are made, they come out on a sort of vine, as it were, and they get removed from that. So sometimes it can be a bit sharp on the very free edge where it was attached to its vine. So you just file that a little bit, make sure that's gone so you don't end up scratching anyone, and just make sure that if any is seeped out on the sides, we file that away also. And then I will switch to my e-file using a sanding band, or you can use another tip, sort of a diamond tip, or even a carbide bit. It's up to you what bit you use. I just went ahead with the sanding band. Just go around that cuticle area, make sure it's nice and flush with the natural nail, but do be careful that you are not filing the natural nail, that you're only filing the tip, so that when it grows out it doesn't have a lip or a step there, and it just won't get caught on anything that way. And because I'm using Handolly and I don't want to damage the silicone, I do pull those little nails forward a little bit so that I can get around. If I'm using a smaller e-file bit, I can get around the cuticle area a bit easier, but because I'm using the sanding band and I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to affect the silicone at all, I just pull the nails out a little bit to make it easier for me. Obviously you wouldn't do that on a human but yeah, you know what I mean. It is what it is. So then after I've gone around that cuticle area, I'm just whizzing over the surface of that nail tip to remove the shine, because as we all know, or if you don't know, gel likes to stick to something, and if the surface is too shiny and too smooth, it doesn't have something to really grip to and can peel off. So to avoid that happening, just remove the shine from the nail tip and then your gel will adhere nicely. So I'm going to be using this jelly nude. I'm going to be applying 2 thin layers of this on. Now with this being a jelly nude, it's not supposed to be totally opaque, hence it's called a jelly nude. You can use 1 layer, you can use 2 layers, it's up to you. I like 2 layers because I wanted the pink to be a bit more opaque but not totally opaque. If I wanted it to be totally opaque, I would have used a different one, but I just wanted it to be semi-opaque, as it were. So I'm going to be doing 2 layers. Now with gel polish, you always want to keep your layers thin. Do not try and use thick layers. 1, that can cause heat spikes, and 2, your gel may not cure thoroughly all the way through, and you don't want that, and it can cause your gel to wrinkle as it cures, which it just doesn't look very nice. So yeah, keep your layers nice and thin and even, and it's better to do 2 thin layers than it is to do 1 thick layer. So cure that for 60 seconds and then I can apply the second coat. Whenever I apply gel, as I take the brush out of the bottle and apply it to the nail, I'll apply it to the middle of the nail first to deposit the majority of the product there, and then I will go around to the cuticle area and I'll bounce my brush up by that cuticle area to get it nice and neat. You see how I'm just bouncing it up at that area to get that nice and tidy. Don't worry if you mess up though. If you've got shaky hands like me, you can always use a clean up brush with some rubbing alcohol or some acetone and tidy that up that way. Just make sure that you always do that. If you get any on the skin, make sure you get it off before you cure it. Don't cure it on the skin. Gel's not meant to touch skin, so try and keep it off the skin as much as possible, but if you do, just make sure you remove it before you cure it and that will be fine. So cure that for 60 seconds and now I'm going to be using this reflective gel, and it's got holographic in it as well. It's just really pretty, super sparkly. So I'm going to be applying a layer of that on the nails first. Well, I'm going to be doing 2 layers, so this is the first layer of course. I'm going to do quite an easy basic design. So on this, on the middle finger, I'm doing the reflective gel halfway up the nail, and then I'm going to be using a brush to sort of blend it in to make an ombre. On the little finger, I'm doing a full nail like I did with the index finger. Got a little bit on the skin there, so just again, like I mentioned, clean up brush, bit of rubbing alcohol or some acetone to get it off the skin, and then I'm just using this detailer brush to just pull down some of that reflective gel to sort of get my ombre going. Cure that for 60 seconds and now I can apply my second layer. You could leave it with just 1 layer, but I wanted it to be super sort of packed with the reflective glitter, so I'm doing 2 layers. Second layer on that little finger is so pretty. I wish I could capture this properly on camera. I don't know how people manage to really show how much it reflects the light on camera. I haven't worked that out yet, but in person it's really pretty. So again, on that middle finger, just pulling down some of that reflective glitter gel just to get my ombre going, and I got a little bit on the skin again, so again, remove that, not a problem. Just make sure you don't cure it on the skin. There we go. Cure that for 60 seconds and now it's time to top it off and keep it tough. Oh yeah. So I'm going to be applying the top coat now, but I'm not finished with the nails. I'm going to be using some of the spider gel, so don't go anywhere just yet, not quite finished. So I'm just going to apply the top coat over this. There's not really a reveal with this because you can pretty much see what it's going to look like, but yeah, I love this top coat. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, it's hard wearing. I've tried it on my own nails. I do like it. It's very good, and the prices at Born Pretty are very reasonable. As you saw in the beginning of the video, I do have a discount code. Feel free to use it. It's up to you if you want to use it or not. You don't have to, of course, if you are going to be purchasing anything from Born Pretty. It's always nice to get a little discount, so yeah, you're free to use it if you so wish. So I'll cure that for 60 seconds, and now I'm going to be using some of the spider gel. So I'm just going to be using a dotting tool to help me pick up that spider gel and just string it up across the tip of the nail in a sort of diagonal curve. Get that all, and it gets really stringy. So I'm just using my dotting tool to sort of remove all the strings from underneath, and then I did manage to touch that middle finger, so I'm just using a bit of rubbing alcohol to get that off that one, because I don't want to cure that spider gel on that middle finger. So I'll cure that, and now I'm going to be using some of this. It's the solid mirror powder. It's like a chrome powder, and it comes with this little eyeshadow applicator brush pad thing. So I'm just going to rub that into the spider gel, and you can see it clings onto it really well. And because it's the super top coat, it's not sticking onto my top coat. So then I just use a dry lint-free wipe, get any of the excess powder off, and then I can top coat it, and then I'll cure that, and we are done. So that is it. So I'd like to say thank you ever so much for coming to my channel, watching this video, spending some of your most precious time with me. I appreciate you ever so much. Thank you. If you have not done so already, please click that subscribe button. Join the Frosty Fam. I'd love to have you. If you've enjoyed this video in any way, shape or form, or it's helped you in some way, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you feel like it, you're more than welcome to leave me a comment. I'm happy to talk to you. I'd like to know what you've been up to. You know, have a chat, catch up and all that. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Take care now, peeps. And I'll speak to you all again very, very soon. Bye for now.
Someday